Hi guys, this is Mrs. Ikhan. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to explain how to multiply fractions. There are different types of fractions. Sometimes you are going to multiply a fraction with the whole number, and then sometimes you multiply a fraction with the fraction. It's super easy to multiply fractions. Okay, so let's do some practice questions here. Alright guys, so let's practice these 4 questions here. So how do you multiply fractions? When you multiply fractions, it's just quite a straightforward. You multiply the numerator with the numerator and the denominator with the denominator. So you multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. You can you can make a side note on your notebook. You can say numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Okay, so now here what you can do, if this helps you to see things a bit easier, just put 1 times 1, the top numbers here, you put them here, the bottom numbers you put it here, so that's 2 times 4. What's 1 times 1? It's 1. 2 times 4 is 8. That is your answer for the first one. So again, when you multiply the fractions, you multiply the numerators. The top number is called the numerator, the bottom number is called the denominator. Down, that's how you can remember. If you have a hard time remembering numerator and denominator, D for down, that's the number at the bottom. Okay, that's how you can remember denominator, the number at the bottom. Okay, so you multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. Alright, so if you want, you can pause the video and practice, or just keep watching it. Alright, so here, just put the line, multiply the numerators, 1 times 1, write that at the very top, so 1 times 1, and then here, the denominators, 4 times 4, just write it down. You don't need to always write it down, but you can write it down at the very beginning to help you to see things a bit more clear. Okay, when you master it, you don't really need to write every single step. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 4 is 16. So if you're new to fractions, one day you will jump from here to here. You will start seeing it. When you multiply fractions, it's numerators divided by denominators. Okay, all right, so now here is a little bit of difference. Here it says 2 times 1 over 3. So can I write 2 as a fraction form? You don't have to do it, but it's just easier to see the numbers, how they work. Just put a 2 over 1 to make it look like that's also a fraction. 2 divided by 1 is still 2. We're not changing the value. You put a 2 over 1, not 1 over 2. These two numbers are not same. Okay, so put under 1, not above 1. Okay, so now when we are going to multiply, so how do we multiply the numerators? 2 times 1. I'm not going to do this step right there. I will not do that. So 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. That is your answer. Alright, let's do the next one. So again, I'm going to turn that into a fraction. Put a 6 over 1. Now we are going to multiply the numerators, which is 6 times 2. And then we will do the denominators. 1 times 3. 6 times 2 is 12. Divided by 1 times 3 is 3. Now, can I simplify that further? Yes, because I can divide by 3. 12 can be divided by 3. So now we just need to look into how many times we can divide 12 by 3. So it's a 3 times 4. 3 goes to 12 4 times. So what we can do, I'll just put that under here. 12 divided by 3. Or other way to think about it, find a number that evenly divide numerator and denominator. You can always start with the 2, so let's look into 2. 12 can go to 2 because 2 times 6 is 12, but you cannot divide 3 by 2. So that means 2 is not the right number. Let's look into next number 3. 12 divided by 3. Can you divide 12 by 3? Yes. Can 3 goes to 3? Yes. So that is my number. Okay, so 12 divided by 3, it's 4. 3 divided by 3, just 1. So this is going to be my answer. Okay. So what I would like you to do now, alright, so I just put some questions here for you. What I want you to do, try these questions on your own. Pause the video for a few minutes, try all these questions and see if you can do all these questions correctly. Okay. Alright, so I hope you guys did pause the video, and then now let's see if you have the right answers. Okay, so first one, we have 2 fractions. We don't really need to change anything here, so we are just going to go ahead and multiply the numerators, which is equal to 1 times 1 is 1 divided by, just put that line because there's a line here. Because we're starting with a fraction, our answer will be most likely a fraction unless we can simplify further. That's a different story. And then now here, we are going to multiply the denominators. 4 times 6. What is 4 times 6? It's a 24. So my answer is 1 over 24. Alright, next one. 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6 divided by 3 times 4. 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, can I simplify that one? Yes, I can divide both of them by 6. 6 can be divided by 6, and 12 can also be divided by 6. So 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. And this is my answer. Alright, number 3. So now I'm multiplying with the whole number. So I'll turn and change this one into a fraction. You don't really always need to change it. So if you're having a hard time, then you can. Otherwise, you can just multiply. You can just go ahead and multiply. Your 4 is your numerator. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna multiply 4 with 1, which is 4, and then there's nothing here. Okay, then 5 will just stay as it is. Common mistake I've seen sometimes students do, they do this. 4 times 1 over 5. They'll multiply 4 with 1, 4, and then they do this one as well. 4 times 5 is 20. This is not how you multiply. You cannot multiply the numerator with the denominator. Okay, so don't do it this way, so that it seems like if you do that kind of stuff, you are getting confused. Just put over 1 here. Okay, that will help you to see your numbers. Alright, so we have a last question left here. I'm going to put over 1. Always over 1. We'll multiply 6 with 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Divided by 1 times 5 is 5. I cannot really reduce it down. You can turn that into a mixed fraction, but I think we will not do that in this video. We'll do that in the next video. Okay, so I hope you guys got all these questions right, and if you have any question, you guys can just comment below. If you have any concerns, you can comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.